27 years in the wedding industry and comes to us with quite a bit of knowledge. She is an accomplished author of Wedding 101 and Presenting Yourself in the Marketplace. She is a skilled professor at Miami-Dade and Broward Colleges. She mentors new and upcoming wedding and event planners. She is a certified Preston Bailey wedding and event designer and holds a bachelor's degree in communications and psychology. I ask you to please put your hands together and welcome Ms. Joy Agness.
Always remember when you're dealing with a client, as I would like to call it, the 4 C's. And what is that? Cool, calm, collective, creative. If you can follow those 4, you'll be fine. Because number 1, nobody wants a nervous wedding planner, and I have seen quite a few of those. The bride is telling them what to do instead of they holding their own and directing it in the direction it's supposed to go in. When you're calm, you hear a lot more than if you're talking and they're talking. Now, it's not a forum for that. You sit and you listen to your bride, or you listen to your groom. When I say collective, what do I mean? Paying attention to detail, making sure you're on your A game, as we would like to say, making sure that you're easy and accessible for your bride and groom is very, very important. So now you're cool, calm, collective, and what's the other word? Creative. What are we doing here? You see, Cinderella had a fairy godmother, and this is what we are to brides and grooms. You bring me your idea, and what do I do with it? I turn it into reality. And when we turn it into reality, it's as simple as knowing it's going to be done, the job will be done, and we'll be able to execute it efficiently. It's very important to know who your bride and groom is. It's very important that you pay attention to the details. Preparing yourself and dressing yourself for the marketplace is my topic. How do you want to be referred to or as? The wedding planner down the street, the go-to wedding planner, the one that is successful? How do you want your peers to perceive you? You want to be the florist, the flower shop owner, the floral designer? How do you see yourself? You have to remember, in this business, you sell without selling. You never use the word sell. But what are you doing? You are serving. You're offering a service. And with that service comes with a price. And that price is when you get paid. Now, when you get paid is the return and the labor of your hard work, which we interpreted to be money, isn't it? Most times it is. But what happens if you get a bride or groom that can't pay you? Would you do a job for free? You wouldn't? You will? Let me see by the show of hands how many people will do a free wedding. Well, let me tell you something. I've done a free wedding. And from that one free wedding, I had 20 weddings. How was that? She could not have afforded to pay me, and I said, don't matter about it, it's okay. Because a couple of months before, they both lost their jobs. We're in the planning stages. What are we going to do? Say no? We finished it. It went well. I got 20 weddings after. So not only did I get paid for the one wedding, but I get how many more after that? Never refuse a job. It's never too big or too small. In the wedding industry, there are 3 levels. The small budget, the middle budget, and as everybody would like, the what? The no budget. You have to also remember that vendor relationship is extremely important. You're as good as your vendor. You have to execute whatever it is you have promised your bridal party. And if you have a good vendor, you looks good at the end of the day. And you have a right to look good at the end of the day because your vendor is who makes you and you make your vendor. If you go to a vendor that does not know what he or she's doing, make sure you change that individual. If you're going to have a floral vendor that's going to come in and set your tables and put everything together, and you walk the room like I always do, and you find petals that are drooping and
You're
brown,
selling
what's
your
going
bride.
on there? This is a business. Nobody wants to show up and their petals are brown and flowers that are drooping over and bending over. That's not a good vendor. Then he or she may say to you, well, you know, when I took them out this morning, they didn't look like that. There's no excuse for that. You are in a position to command what you want. Your clients are paying you for a service. Make sure at all times that you don't drop the ball. Now, the funny thing about life is we all want the best. But what is the best? Some people don't know what the best is. You have to teach them what the best is.